months now, 4+ months, we've been having this conversation. From the very beginning, we talked about the goal was flatten the curve. So let's just take a look as we go through it. And these are the U.S. new cases. The red line is your 7-day moving average. And yes, the United States is down from where it was in late March, early April. You see it's down here. The question is, the last couple of days starting to trickle back up, 7-day moving average. So you can call this flatter, maybe flat. The question is it starting to go back up? But it's a plateau at best, still 20,000, between 20 and 30,000 new cases a day, Sanjay. We talked a little bit about this the other day, and you shouldn't make a direct comparison to Italy because it is a smaller country, because it is easier for the government to manage. But this is flattening the curve. This is what it looks like if your country has flattened a curve. You are coming down like that. You are not plateauing, maybe even starting to trickle back up like that. So this is what we have talked from the beginning is what you're looking for, a line that looks like that. Here's what happens if you look through the regions of the United States. This is why it's a lot more complicated than Italy. We have 50 states. Every state's doing it their own way. But the Northeast, that's a flattened curve, and it's dropping down. The Midwest, flat, dropping down. It's the South that is now going up, and the West that starts from a relatively low position starting to go up. So when you look at those lines, Sanjay, it tells you, at least in the South and maybe in the West, they do not have this under control.
That's right, John. And, you know, I would take it a step further even and say that maybe there's a little bit of a regret in flattening the curve as being the ultimate metric of success. I think flattening of the curve was basically, in medical terms, to stop the bleeding. That was the acute care. Unfortunately, it became the only metric of success I think that we think of here in the United States. Ultimately, an adequate measure of success would have been, as you showed with Italy, to try and bring case counts down into the hundreds, not the tens of thousands on a daily basis. So I think in many places around the country, thought, well, we flattened the curve, hospitals are not being overrun, therefore we can claim victory. I don't think that was ever supposed to be the ultimate marker of success here. You know, and right now we're nowhere near that. What we've just seen is a shift from the Northeast, as you point out, John, with those graphs, to the South and to the West.